Hey guys, today's video blog is going to be a response to Allie from Inner Beauty Canada.
T-minus 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All engine running. Liftoff.
So this is just a heads up, disclaimer right off the top. I actually met Allie last week through a mutual friend, Anna Machado. Anna was in The Wizard of Oz, which was a musical that came to the town that I'm currently residing in. And Anna has traveled across Canada and the US performing the show, and so when she came close to home, a bunch of her friends attended, and Allie and myself were two of the attendees. And so she noticed that I was blogging with my camera, and so we got to chatting about YouTube and the internet, and finally she subscribed to me first actually, I've subscribed to her afterwards. And so I've watched a lot of her videos, and she actually has some really great stuff. So I'll post a link below, and I would urge you to check her out and just check out her channel. If you want to subscribe, great. If you don't, that's fine too. Just, she's a really cool girl, and she has some really great topics of discussion. So first, I'm going to start by responding to the same questions that Allie responded to for her blog for Inner Beauty Canada. First of all, when did I know that I was gay? Well, that's kind of a difficult question. Really, I've always known, but I only acknowledged it later on in my span of life so far. You kind of get that feeling, even back in kindergarten, I knew. It was just, you didn't know because you don't have that concept of sexuality. I think back then it's a lot more flexible. I definitely had a crush on a grade 6 girl back when I was in kindergarten, grade 1. Obviously that dissipated, especially once I moved to a new school. But, I think it's different for everyone, and I think that for me, I always knew, even though I didn't actually acknowledge it until later. Second of all, the Kinsey scale. The Kinsey scale is basically a theory developed by psychology that rates sexuality on a scale from, I believe it's 0 to 6. So 0 being completely heterosexual and 6 being completely homosexual. So on that scale, I would rate myself a 5. 5 being predominantly homosexual and only incidentally heterosexual. And by that, I mean I notice, if a girl looks amazing, if she looks beautiful, I notice that, and I can say, yeah, I think she's definitely hot, which is something Allie alluded to, I believe, as well. You can tell, yes, they're hot, and so that's why I would say I'm, a 5 as opposed to a 6, because a 6 I would imagine would be like, ew, just gross, they have the wrong parts down under. So that's why I would say I'm a 5 on the Kinsey scale. So one of the topics that Allie talked about in her blog that I thought I would quickly address is the word homosexual. So Allie pointed out, check out the video, I'll post a link below, but basically she pointed out that to her the word homosexual is kind of like a clinical term. It's not a very nice word. Because it's a clinical term basically created and used by doctors as if it's treating homosexuality as a disorder. And I kind of see that. Me personally, I don't particularly like the word homosexual either, but it's for completely different reasons. First of all, I feel that it's, as a word, it's generally used when people feel uncomfortable saying gay. I am gay. Okay, but some people have difficulty saying that, and so they say homosexual. Now, usually you'll see this, with the religious types or the politically correct types, and they'll say like homosexual, and it just sounds so odd coming out of their mouth. So that's kind of an interesting reason why I don't particularly like the word. And then the second reason I don't like the word is because it's often used, it comes back to that clinical usage, it's often used by hate groups and homophobic groups as, a term that they can use to try and appear as if they're not being hateful and try and, put a clinical and scientific spin on the hate that they spew. So one example is the homosexual agenda. So that's another reason why I don't necessarily really like that word in particular. So it's for completely different reasons, but I completely understand where you're coming from, Allie. So that's it for tonight. I'm going to go upload this video and go to bed because it's kind of late. And I hope you guys and girls have a great and awesome week, and I will see you again on Friday.